Ahoy there, YouTube! I'm back again today for another Kickstarter critique where I take a look at a different Kickstarter tabletop game project every weekday at 1:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Give my honest thoughts on how that project is being ran. And today, I am actually very excited to be checking out the fourth most popular project on all of Kickstarter games right now because it's actually one of my favorite games of all time. He asked me to complete a top 100 list. Dice Throne might be in it, and I haven't played the adventures. I haven't played, probably more than 2, 3, 4, 5 boxes of it of the 10 to 25 that exist now. So I'm excited to see what this is. Also, I'm excited to see this in VR. Now, I will say they have something down here in the bottom left corner, which I think is them displaying the other systems this on, but I don't feel like they're doing a great job with that image because I can't make it out. The room is too dark. I would brighten that spot up, but a cross-platform version on the hit dice battle game featuring a brand new roguelike campaign. Whoa. Play anywhere, anytime. Dice Throne, roguelite, those things go very well together because the basic concept of Dice Thrones is you take control of a character, a lot of time, a Marvel character, and you slowly level up your character and beat each other up. So, okay, so yeah, I can see that's like a Steam Deck back there. Maybe that's like a phone. I would definitely brighten that spot up. I'd also showcase it, like, is this coming to Nintendo? Put the Nintendo logo, Xbox, all that should be front and center here somewhere. As always, though, with the video, I'm thinking 3 things. Do I want it? Can you do it? How much is it? They've raised $417,000. Let's see how they convince 4,695 people to give them money. 81 seconds. The Smash It board game, now digital. Online PvP, love it. Campaign mode, here we go. Ooh. Fallen Barbarian. Mixed reality, yes. Okay. Neat. Blanket, Collected Master. So we got, 8 characters. Probably way more. Chase your ultimate. Claim the throne.
Dice Throne Digital.
There it is. iOS, Android, Steam, MetaQuest. That needs to be front and center. Also, if there are stretch goals for Nintendo, Xbox, PlayStation, which hopefully
play
there
early with pledge tiers available for alpha and beta access.
Ooh, I like dropping that. So do I want it? Yes, I do. I love that game, and I also feel like you did a decent job showcasing that game and leveling up your cards, and that was well done from both a perspective of someone who is a Dice Throne fan and not a Dice Throne fan, I feel like. Can you do it? Yes. You already made Dice Throne massively popular. Now you're just digitalizing it. You got $417,000. So, yowzers, yeah, you can. And how much is it? I don't know. But I do know the pledges. I do know, I can get access to beta and early, and I'm excited to see what kind of characters they have. If they can get those IPs in the future, if they're some of their IPs are like, yeah, sure, throw them in the game, that's going to be amazing. It's like, yeah, I'm staring across from, Black Panther over there, like, or Santa Claus. Well, I guess you don't have to reach out to him. All right, Dice Throne. We make Dice Throne. Got it. People, stuff, things, Dice Throne Vanguard, Dice Throne Outcast. We'll go to the last 2 main projects, but honestly, this is its own separate thing because these are physical boxes of dice and things, and the other ones. But still a showcase. If their last few things are just going incredibly poorly, you'd like to know. How do I check if you change for shipping? I don't have a computer. Hi, even though the pledge rate was supposed to be closed, I still able to complete. No stretch goals, hopeless shipping, but $70 pledge plus 32 shipping and tax. No stretch goals, hopeless ship, but no. Okay, sorry, but this is my first and last Kickstarter with you. I feel scammed. $100 WTF, like it was a big table game like a Zombicide or Scythe, etc. The shipping and tax charges was advertised on the Kickstarter page under shipping prices. Yeah, if you're complaining about yeah, after the fact, complaining is kind of weird because it's like if you looked at the Kickstarter page, you probably should know what's going on. So this one's not shipped out yet. Is Outcast? Why should one become concerned about not receiving replacement parts? So people have gotten their things. So people are getting the replacement parts 16 days ago. So can you do it? Yeah, I'm not too worried about it. Because that one Oh, yeah, Diceful, X-Men, Marvel Missions, Co-ops, Deadpool. You think that one's not going to come out? Get out of here, you silly goose. That's a lot of money on the table right there. That one's totally coming out. How can you know if after 4 months raw started received my questionnaire correctly and is it going to be sending the replacement hex tiles? So replacement hex tiles means it is out. Can you do it? Yes. Yes, delightfully to say yes. So do I want it? Yes. Can you do it? Yes. How much is it? I don't know. Let's get to it. All imagery shown is the pre-alpha. The gameplay, choose your hero stuff, things. I got it. Multiple ways to play. Cross-platform. Love that. Absolutely adore that. A legacy of heroes. Mixed reality. Epic. Hero lineup. Wave 1. Okay, so 8 heroes at launch with many more to come. Fully animated 3 medals. This is, I feel like us getting down to business. Have a love for Dice Throne. Same. It's like one of those games that's on my shelf, and it's never, ever going to go away. I doubt it. It's only going to take up more space as I slowly accumulate more things for the game. It's just one of those games. It's going to be here forever. Barbarian, Moon Elf, Pyromancer. So the stuff nobody wants, but we're hoping. We teasing. Come on. Where's Santa? We all want Santa. Is that Santa? Treant, Ninja, have an expansive and growing roster of heroes to pull from. Yeah, they got tons of stuff. Epic skins. Because at the end of the day, yeah, thematically, you might hope for certain characters, but if you played this game, each one does feel different. Like, they do a great job on that, which... Okay, so stretch goals. Funding quests unlocked unlimited. A 1v1 mode where players can battle with their leveled up campaign mode hero. Oh, cool. Neato. Thronebound. Seasonal ranked 1v1 battles. Okay. Feels like something you would expect to be there, but hey, it's nice. While I'm sure you have played it, Dice Forge, now that is a really good one. Dice Forge. Is that a white box? That's a white box. I like that game. Kickstarter exclusives, custom card backs, exclusive design for gold, diamond, and ultimate backers, avatar frames, emote systems. Oh, cool. I dig it. Like, it's purely cosmetic, but it's like, if this thing is around in 10 years and you got one of those, it's going to be pretty neat. Emote system, express yourself in which in theory, if it's cross-platform, this feels like one of those ones that you could be going back to your phone and just rolling through over and over and over and over again. Ultimatum player receive an exclusive hero skin, cool stuff. So $20. 4 hero packs, ew. So here, 4 heroes at Gamers Release. Doesn't feel great, but it doesn't feel terrible if you just factor in that it's a $30 game. If you're like, this is a $30 game, that doesn't feel bad. I'll go there. All right, so $50, number of heroes 8. This is very clean and clear. And hopefully stretch goals change this in the future. Multiple languages, early access to the game. So what am I not getting at the 50? So we have the $20 pledge, the $30 pledge, but then the backstage tier for passionate backers that love all things Dice Throne. Support this level to get involved and help Dice Throne Digital launch as feature-rich and content-heavy as possible. So this is them saying, you're going to be paying more money, but you're going to be helping us out in the back end, and you're going to get some cool little bonuses that are probably all in-game. I kind of like how they're handling this. New pledge level. That was clean and clear. That was a really clean, clear way to handle this. I still like pledge levels higher, but very well done. Number of pledges, 5,710. What's the difference? I'm starting to get alpha access. I can be playing this in August. Okay. In-game credits recognition tier, Diamond, Ultimatum. 8 epic hero skins, special skins. You got to go there. Access to private beta, Discord things, exclusive gold card back. So just all the fanciness you could handle for your game if you really want to support it. And I imagine, will that be the most popular one? It doesn't give you the future. It doesn't give you the future characters, which is that kind of sucks. I'm going to guess 50. I'm going to guess 50 is the most popular. Collaborator tiers. Relic. Co-design a new campaign Relic image. Cool. $2,000. Avatar. Commission a custom in-game avatar with many trembly. Wow, this is neat. Dungeon Master. Minion Maker. This is great. This is going to get them huge chunks at a time. Co-design a campaign event encounter. Leave your story mark on the world. Co-design 1v. Wow, this is all very good. This is all great. Ultimate Minion Maker. Co-design an elite level 4 minion with advanced mechanics, image, and content. Hey, make our game for us. Pay us $10,000 and make a character for us. And I'm not insulting that. Like, I love that. Because they're going to be like, yeah, we got training wheels on this. Like, they're not going to go crazy and break the game. Whoa. I'm excited to see these pledge levels. Kudos. So 20 people took the $20 level. 467 people were just like, I just need the game, please. 60 people, so 1,431 people took the gold tier, which I thought would be the most. Diamond, 697. Ultimatum, 1959. Okay. So, no, they still got it. Definitely didn't destroy it, but honestly, when you're saying, hey, I'd like you to pay $90 extra on top of this $30 game just because you love us and you want to play a little bit early, it's a big ask, and they still got nearly 2,000 people to say yes and counting, so kudos. And I bet you each one of these collaborator tiers, each one of these ones that, like, some people, like, scoff at, roll your eyes, like, whatever, each one of these is going to have at least a few backers. I'm calling it right now. 2, 0, dang it, 0, 0, 0, 0. There's a 3. So if we spread them out, they each have 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No, they don't. No, they don't. So 5 people paid the extra fancy money for 7 pledges. But we'll see how it shakes out. I still love the fact they did it. And let's see. So let's see, though, how much they did raise from that. That's $9,000 extra dollars. Okay. Nothing to scoff at. And then the 5,000 one nobody took, and then this one. So 13,000 extra dollars. You know, that's a chunk. I'll be very curious to see. Someone in the future, if you see this after the campaign is closed, let me know. Put it in the comments below. Please, please, please. I'll pin it. What did they end up making in the back end from that? Because I love when people do that sort of stuff, and I was really expecting, obviously, more people to back that. But $10,000 is a lot. We hear you. What is this?
To play the game, I'll show you a quick little sneak peek of it on my phone, but you got to find out where I am. So it's 11:39 p.m. as I'm recording this. In the meantime, I wanted to do 2 things. To be able to add all the features that I would like to add. And
Okay, so cool. That feels like an update video. Hopefully it is an update video, but the fact they put it here, also great. Like, too many times I'm like, don't just have it in the update. Put it here. And if I really cared, I could easily see that. Good stuff. So this is timeline, funding quest. Wow, what's this? Digital wallpaper pack, exclusive avatar frame, cross-platform account linking. Ooh, that's delightful. Oh, it's unlocked at 3. Oh, these are stretch goals. So you're calling them funding quests because, you know, why can't we just use the regular terminology everyone knows? Ugh. All right, so unlocked at 200,000. So have we unlocked these? We have. We're at 300, right? What are we at? 417. So let's see what we've unlocked because you couldn't be bothered to tell me with an unlock symbol. You're too busy not doing that. All right, what do we got? So 415 emote system. People love that. A new competitive mode. Oh yeah, I did see that earlier. Don't key skis. Ever wanted to spoil top secret info to the rest of the world? You'll be given exclusive permission to share or post gameplay images or clips from the beta. Wow. Are you serious? Oh boy. I'm going to throw in a little bit extra so I could post some gameplay images or clips from the beta. I guess if you're hoping to appeal to content creators to back you, but, you know, that's not a great feeling stretch goal at all. All Ultimatum backers receive an epic hero thing. So in day 4 through 6, we're just going to give this to you free. So you're mixing in stretch goals with unlocks, and it's animated intro. It's not great, I don't think. Yeah, none of those feel like bangers. It's like, hey, here's a 1v1 mode that you would expect would already be there, but now it is. Hey, here's a feature that if it wasn't there, you'd be pretty annoyed, and we're glad it is there, but, you know, kind of expected a little bit. Avatar frame, digital wallpaper pack, emote system, once again, goes back to one of those, yeah, kind of expected that to be there things. Ranked mode. Like, yeah, kind of expected, like, all these stretch goals just feel like not spectacular. Hey, we're going to give you free extra, like the dice. The dice will be fancier for you. Because they're trying to get people to go to that ultimatum pledge. Whoa, what is Dice Throne add-on? Oh, you get the starter set. You want to buy the game? $70? Okay, cool. That's it? No, none of the other games? All right, our team, risk and challenges. Love some shipping information. Just a smidge bit on there if you have it. But whatever, it's not the end of the world. All right, final... Oh, no, we got to do the FAQ updates comments. Please tell me this is... Okay, it's organized like Reload from Colossal Games. Somewhat. Cool. Easily find your stuff. Can I use my upgraded heroes in PvP? Now you can with a stretch goal. All right, updates. Campaign changes are in progress. This is 3 days ago. Interesting. Thank you for your support. We hear you. This feels like the juiciest one to get to. These are as bad as the Cyberjunk TCG stretch goals. Literally stretch goals to unlock stuff to buy, Sean Patrick said. And yes. Yes, indeed. I think these ones are worse. Like, at least with those ones, it's like, okay, you're making a sound financial decision. You need a certain amount of money to manufacture this thing and then offer to sell it. This was just like, hey, we're going to tell you you can share photos and videos instead of you can't. Cool. Across Kickstarter, Discord, and Facebook, your feedback is coming through loud and clear. We're actively reviewing it and taking a fresh look at parts of the campaign structure. We are making adjustments that will give backers more flexibility in how you support and engage with this project. You can expect to see changes in the next 48 hours. This community is the reason Dice Throne exists today. Yeah, if you just want to buy the game, it doesn't feel like it's a great deal. I feel like that's the thing. At $30, it doesn't feel bad. But, you know, a lot of times the Kickstarter, you feel like, all right, I'm going to get a little bit of a deal. This one doesn't feel like it. And, you know, maybe let me know what you think about that. $30, it feels fine, but it doesn't feel great. This community is the reason Dice Throne exists today, but the longtime players, blah, blah, blah. Regardless of my thoughts on any aspect of the campaign, the message is so full of PR and damage control, you didn't actually say anything meaningful. No accountability, no comment on any of the parts people have an issue with, no explanation. You didn't issue any clarification or behind-the-scenes glimpse of the process. You took a lot of words to say, okay, we'll look at changing things. I know you've grown, and I'm happy about that, and you're no longer just a small team, but it desperately lacks warmth and humanity. I know you can do better. Hey, family, that's a fair read, and we're not going to argue with it. A statement like that one can't do the work of actual change, and you're right that it doesn't. What we could do is follow through the next 48 hours in a way that speaks louder than the post did. Watch what we do, not what we say. I love that response, because there's so many Kickstarter companies that just be like, we're just not going to respond to that. Ooh, Cyberpunk made $25 million, and seeing a stretch goal was dice you can buy by paying us. Dice you can buy us paying us extra. Yes, yuck. But for them, lots of extra money, lots of money, and it makes it so much easier to sell them after the fact. I've been told by so many publishers, those little extra add-ons when you're trying to sell games in the back end make it so much easier because you're bundling in stuff that you really don't put a lot of value into, like the card sleeves to a specific game that when it goes out of print, those are just dead money. It's a digital game, no physical resources needed, no shipping, etc. And here we are with a product even expensive if it would be physical. Agreed. Sorry to say that, but you look pretty deaf if you think you can ask people to pay these prices, which are only topped by games using exploitive monetization. LOL. And just to clarify, when this was posted by Paul 4 days ago, the lowest price you could get was $50, and then they put the 20 and the 30, which, yeah. So they tried to say, hey, help us out, we need the extra money first, and they're like, all right, we'll drop it down to 30 and 20 for a 4-pack. That is the thank you to your community. Some stupid borders/frames while making the same amount per backer, like when you released and sell it there. This campaign is such a joke that I literally cannot even take it serious. LOL. Yeah, wow, I could be in the credits. Really? Wow, such value. And you can play before an inferior version and doing the QA for them so they don't need to pay people. Crowdsource work. Oh, yes. They're saying that the beta and the alpha access is just you testing for bugs. And yeah. Didn't think about it like that, but yeah. Crowdsource work and risk get the same money and offer gimmicks that add zero to the game. And in the end, this is just a pre-order for a game that usually costs like 20%, 30% less of this. LOL. Yes, they are 1,000% going to be up against that. If you feel like this is a really bad price and you don't love this series, you could probably easily just wait and get it way cheaper on some random weekend where they have some random deals for iOS, for Android, or Steam, or MetaQuest. Can't disagree with any of it. I personally own most of the physical characters you've put up over the years, but I really can't justify paying that much for 8 characters that I already physically own. I don't know. The value proposition isn't really there for me as it currently stands. I backed it $1. Yeah, I feel like there's also nothing here if you're a massive fan of this. If you're like, Like, there should at least be some way, like, I don't know. Maybe they're worried about it cutting too much of their pie. Like, if you back some of our projects in the past, like, it's going to knock off a couple bucks. Each project knocks off $5 or $4, something like that, right? Get creative, because it definitely doesn't feel like you're doing anything for brand loyalty. Can you also give us more add-ons, like the Pyromancer board with promos and stuff? Yeah. Cosmetics. Okay, so let's check out the most recent updates. Now let's just get to the comments. Let's see what the people are saying. Any chance it's be on the Nintendo Switch in the future? Yeah. That feels like I don't care about any of your stretch goals, and that's the one everyone's going to be asking about, right? More players, more characters, stretch goal, and different platforms. And I don't feel like any of your stretch goals were those. Let me know if there's a fourth one you can think of what you'd like to see in the stretch goals. Alternate character packs and arts. I know people love that sort of stuff. So I've been thinking, dangerous, I know. I've seen that the game comes with one hero, and I've seen that there will be a hero of the week, which I believe means that there will be a rotating available hero. Does this mean that there will essentially be a minimum of 2 heroes available from the beginning, or the hero of the week and the free hero the same hero? From the video, it looked like the hero of the week was separate. It wouldn't make sense for it to be the same one anyway. Hi, why not make other tiers with highest price for have 8 heroes, wave 1, plus incoming 8 heroes, wave 2? Yeah. The thing that everyone obviously wants. The carrot that you could attach very easily to the end of that Ultimanium thing, and then that would shoot through the roof. It's like, this gives you access to X waves, or X% off future waves, or anything, and you're like, no. There will be no second wave of characters. Rather, after the initial 8, we plan to release new characters in a regular cadence, ideally around every 2 months. Okay. Well, perhaps, just perhaps Calamo would like to know if you have any plans to include those on higher tiers. But thank you for making him ask, which he didn't, but he probably will. Someone probably will. We unlocked the new game mode. Tell everyone so we can unlock the new cutscenes and any other quests that might come this week. Aaron Knapp. Spread the word. Okay. What are people hoping for? Today, after a weekend of rest, I would love offline. But actually, some content creators are more hype, so more people on board. Good thoughts. I just can't wait to see more of everything, how the game handles complex game rules. Offline mode is something we're definitely exploring as we see the feedback. Okay, that's also one, totally. Doesn't really matter what it is, probably. A single price to unlock all new characters would sell. Yeah, it really does. And I understand why they don't want to do that, because it can either work really, really well or really, really poorly. And I think you take that risk, though, right? Like, if so many people take it, like, let's think of the really, really poorly concept, which is either A, people don't take it, which I don't think is probably going to happen unless you put some stupid astronomical price like $500, right? Or B, too many people take it, and you got too many people who are too excited for your game that they give you too much money up front, and now you're worried about making money in the future. That's your problem? I'll take that. But up for a Kickstarter, you want people buying up front. Oh, yeah, PRC, I'm 100%. I'm just trying to walk my way to what I 100% agree with there. Like, it's got to be there. That's what people want. That's the whole appeal of Dice Thrones, is that you can have all these different characters going against each other, and you're just like, here's 8 generic-ass characters you don't want. Neat. All right, final grade. Man. Let's see if there's any other comments here. I am curious. I noticed one part of the video showcasing character with, right now set on 1v1. Oh. Alphas for screens, beta for screens, alpha for meta, beta for meta. So good. So they are in here. They're doing some great customer service. I gotta say this. They're getting beat up because they're sticking to their guns of not giving away characters 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 15. Like, just not, like, those are not... Right now, they're being a shrewd general manager in a sport, right? They're like, no, we're just not going to give it to you. We're not even going to talk about it. Like, literally, there was a perfect opportunity for them to talk about it, and they chose to talk around it. So there's not going to be 8. It's only going to be 1 every couple months. They're going this way with the physical game, too. No longer doing battle packs, single characters only. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's because they sold, I think, sold this off, maybe. I don't know. I remember when I was working manufacturing, we actually were trying to get Dice Throne. We were trying to get that as something we manufactured, and they were talking about how they were going to be doing different boxes so they could get it at a Target, if I recall correctly. And it was like, and they did. So it's like, I get it. I completely get it. And I honestly, as much as I hate it from a consumer perspective, it's smart from a business perspective, because I'm sure they're still probably not crying about having $400,000 trending to $500,000 and having, 4,000 people, 5,000 people who are going to be there, and they're going to get that first character, and they're going to pay whatever it is, and they'll probably put out a character you actually really want to get you excited. Final grade. Do I want it? Yes, I do. I love the idea of what it is. I like the physical game. I love the characters. I like the concept. The video is well done. Do I want it? Yes. Can you do it? Yes. I'm not worried about it. You've done this game. You've done it time and time again. You're just doing a digital format of it. And it's not a terribly complex game. You're looking at somebody else. You're picking cards. You're rolling dice. Can you do it? Yes. How much is it? Doesn't feel great. And it felt even worse when they first launched. Seems like a Founders Pack with like the first 8 characters for lump sum would be a great idea. I agree. The grade for this would be so different if I would have been here when it was $50 minimum versus now. Because now it's like, all right, $30. That's fine. Like, I can't complain about it that much. It doesn't feel like you're getting a deal, but it doesn't feel like you're getting ripped off. So how much is it? It's fine. They give you the option to throw in the extra money to support them, to be their quality test assurance people, whatever. Final grade is a B-, C+ range, I think. I think it's fair. There's no full gameplay, which would be really nice to have. Feels like something that really should be here. But I'm giving them the kudos on the customer service, right? Like, things aren't going well, and they're still in there. They're taking the punches. Like, 2 more weeks. Just shovel the poop and keep moving forward. 2 more weeks. Because I'm sure they got some other aces up their sleeve that they're hopefully going to show off. They're going to get that last 48-hour boom. They've got a good idea of how many people are interested in this. They can really focus their marketing because they've got a lot of places they can market, right? Roguelites, all that. I'm excited for them. But at the end of the day, I'm going to give it a begrudgingly B-. From a consumer perspective, it kind of sucks. But from their perspective, not letting you even purchase that 9th hero yet is, it's... The question is the amount of money they're leaving on the table because people aren't going to back this versus the amount of money people are giving them because they're like, fine, whatever, the 8 characters is fine, and they're going to buy that. I think it's worth it. I hate to say it. B-, Dice Throne Digital. Let me know in the comments below what's your final grade. And if you're enjoying the content, please be sure to click on that Kickstarter link down below because I'm launching a Kickstarter May 11th. You can get your own Kickstarter critique, $30 for any game. It never expires in the future. Your game, your favorite publishers, your least favorite publishers, something you think looks stupid, whatever. I don't care. Also, if you click on that link down below and like my most recent update, just like it, you'll get 2 for 1. 2 Kickstarter critiques for $30. Also, if you ever want to sponsor the channel, it's $3,000. You just don't be too weird about what you want me to say in the sponsorship. That's all I ask. May 11th. Hopefully we can fund early so that way I don't have to worry about it. Oh, yeah, so go to Origins to Gen Con. I should probably mention that. God, I'm bad at this. Bye.